Here is one from Nihal Patel. My computer is slow. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing anybody's names wrong. I apologize. My computer is running slow. What should I do to make it faster? Well, first thing you need to do is open up your task manager and see why it might be running slow. First, look at, here we go, performance. See if your CPU is being used a lot. If your CPU is being used a lot, like instead of just 1% here, let's say it's 50%, and you don't know why, 50 means that 50% of your CPU power is being used by something, go to processes, sort by process, and see what's causing it. Make sure it's not a virus or something else running in the background. That could cause your problem. Obviously, the next thing is check to see how much available memory you have. Like this computer has 16 gigabytes, and it's only using 3.8, which is perfectly normal. You know, if you're running out of RAM, which in this case it's called memory, I don't know why they keep naming things weirdly where it's confusing. I guess they don't care that whether users understand it or not. So this is random access memory. They really should call it RAM. Random access memory, which is used for processing anything that CPU is trying to process. And if you're running out of it, let's say more than 16 gigabytes are being used here, then your CPU is going to be acting, it's going to be under heavy load as well. It's not going to be just 1% here. It's going to be maybe even up to 100% power trying to catch up, because now it has to use a page file, which is a virtual memory used from your local storage, your C drive. And that's not as fast as random access memory. So you can do that. And if you have a standard hard drive as your main operating system, this is a standard HDD hard drive, which is a magnetic. These are old and they're slow. If your computer is slow because of that, because it's slow to read and write, meaning read anything that you're trying to open and write anything that you're trying to save on your computer. If it's too slow to do that, and it's going to, then the issue might be with that. But then you can switch over to using solid state drive, which you can see that my main operating system here, C colon, right? My C drive is SSD, solid state drive, which are a lot faster. So sometimes you can improve performance by a lot just simply by getting a solid state drive for your operating system. And you can see this one is tiny. It's only 120 gigabytes, but it's more than enough to run the operating system, right? You can see that everything's running perfectly fine. And that's how you can do it, unless you're talking about gaming. Then you might want to get a GPU, this and that. You can be more specific and tell me, submit a different ticket, I suppose, because it seems like this is just an inquiry. But let me know your specs if you want. Submit a new ticket. Let me know what your specs are and what kind of problems you're seeing. Why is it slow? Is it your game slow, or your everyday tasks slow? Let me know. Submit a new ticket and I'll talk about it again. Thank you very much for submitting this ticket. Hello. You can check system performance inside the task manager to see which resources are lacking, I guess, or being used too much, i.e. I.E. in this example, CPU usage, RAM usage, and etc. And I'm just going to close this because this is more of an inquiry. It's not a typical help desk ticket, Thank you very much for submitting it.